Yo, what's going on guys, Jokester here, and welcome back to another tutorial video. So in the last tutorial we made this tower, medievalish sort of tower thing, but today in this video we are going to be building a windmill. These are all the blocks you need. You need oak wood, I guess, materials. You need birch, spruce, cobblestone, andesite. You might be wondering, what are we going to use andesite for? But trust me, just watch and you'll see. Spruce trapdoors, of course, glass, any color really, but I like to use white, gray, or black, or clear sometimes. Obviously you need a door, and lanterns is just a must for any sort of build. And in this chest we have seeds and stuff to do the exterior. So guys, to start off your build, what you want to do is place down 3 spruce planks just like this, and then you want to go in a sort of circle-ish sort of thing, I guess you could call it. It's basically just a way to make it look round. I guess would be the best way to put it. So once you're done with this, you want to come over here and grab your birch stuff, and just like we actually did with that one, you want to take your birch wood out and make a little ring around it on all of the sides. So I'm just gonna... Alright guys, now since you're done with that, you just want to connect these all up, and you want to leave one open for the doorway, and we're gonna make this one the doorway. So you want to come over here with your stripped oak logs, and you just want to break apart both of these, and then we'll save that for later. So now that we've done that, you can do the other one, which is this one, and you just want to come over here and do a sort of like upside down T on all sides, like so. And you want to raise the middle one up by 1. That's an important key component for later. So now it's later, by the way. So you just want to come over here with your birch wood and do the same thing you did with the other one, except now you want to connect it up like this. So then you don't have any gap except that little gap, but it doesn't really matter of that. So you just want to do that on all 4 sides, and then we can move on to the next step. Alright guys, now that you're done with that part, you can move on to the next step, which is to just raise this up all by 7. So that's 4, I believe. Yep, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you just want to do that on these 3 sides, and you want to leave the other one to last, because we have to do something first before we continue to that part. So now that you have these all built up by 7, you want to come over here and actually put these in as well. These are just for looks, really, these 4 corners. But yeah, so your build should look something like that so far. Now for this side, we have to build this up, but once you build it up 7, you want to take out these 2 blocks, and you just want to come over here with your stairs, build it up like that, and you're done. Except now we need the trap doors so that these blocks don't look like they are connected in any way, shape, or form. And your build should be looking something like this so far. Also, I need to make this... Alright, so now that you have this done, what we have to do actually is take out our cobblestone wall. And what you're wondering is probably like, why do you need your cobblestone wall already? You want to match up the height of the other ones with these 4 pillars that aren't like done yet. And once you're done with that, we can do the next thing, which is just filling this in. So for the fill in block, I like to use oak. You are more entitled to do whatever you want. This is more of just a framework sort of, I guess, issue I have. You want to leave these for now, but yeah, you just want to fill this all in. And actually we could take these out, because as you can see, once you destroy them, it still keeps their shape. And now that that little gap is filled in, you won't have to deal with it, as you can see. So you just want to do that on all. Alright guys, so now that we're done with that, you want to come over here with your stripped oak logs and put these on top to make it look like it's being supported by the rest of the building. And it should look something like this so far. And also, if you're confused of what the front part should look like, it should look like this. This is the most important part for the next step. So now, what we need to do is actually build a ring around all this with the spruce, so then we can detail it. Now, it should look something like this, not too complicated. But now, this is where things get a little hairy for some people. So, you just want to do something like this on all four sides. So, I'll just do this part quickly because it's really not that hard. I'm going to be honest with you. But a lot of people find, I don't know, the framing or whatever difficult. But we built the framing already, so you shouldn't have that much trouble, really. The amount of times I just said really, wow. Okay, so, yeah. You just want to do that on all four sides. Well, more or less all four sides. And then we can move on. So, there we go. Now that we're done with that, we need to build this out of our block of choice, which is actually the stripped oak logs. I like to use the like part that doesn't show anything, so then I don't know, it's easier in my opinion. So now it kind of looks like it's actually directed by the pillars here, and that it's actually what originally was carved, not just the oak planks. So you just want to build up 3 like this, and then come over here and basically trace this little layer we got going on of the oak and spruce, but you want to use the stripped oak, and you want to actually build this all up by another one and connect it with the upside down T's. So like I'm doing now, that's all you want to do until we move on to the next step, which I don't find to be that difficult either. So should look something like this. Go ahead and pause the video if you need to. But now all we have to do is really connect this all up, and then once it's all connected, we are good to go on the next part. It's funny how we built all this already and not even the actual proper windmill. I just find that funny. So now it should look something like this, a bit of a squarish ring sort of thing. But now these are just placement blocks, so you can use literally anything. Here I'll even use the spruce because it's just blocks that you're using to place other blocks onto. And once that's done, like so, we can build this part up, another one, and you're basically giving it that dome sort of feeling, but we actually forgot a block. Wow, that's so funny. And I was like, oh, you know, I always forget to put the slabs in, because slabs are actually really important to a build. It's kind of crazy. So this just gives it more of a roundish look rather than a like blocky feeling. And we could even do it on this so it looks more uniformed compared to the rest of it, of what it would look like if it wasn't with the... Okay, you get the idea, hopefully. So now, because we added the slabs, we can just go like this, and do that on the other side, and on the other side, until we have something like that. Now that we're done with this, go ahead and pause the video if you need to, but we can move on to the next step. Also, leave this part open because we are going to do something with that as well. It's just, I didn't want to go too fast for people, so, yeah. Now you want to get out your raw oak wood. And I call it raw. I don't know why. I guess because it's not stripped? I don't know. So you want to just build up about 7. So 3, 6, 7. So yeah, guys, I'm just gonna build these up quickly. Alright guys, even though that was like a couple seconds for you, it was like a couple minutes for me. So now your build should be looking something like this. And this is the main framework part that we really have to do. So you just want to get out your birch that you were using for the main framework and just build this all up to fill it in. And then we will add glass later in the middle part. If you don't know what I mean, just keep watching. And everything will just fall into place, hopefully. That's the plan. Okay. Now, we need to wrap this part all the way around just so everything looks secured. And then once that's done, we can move on to actually building the windmill. So, yeah. That's gonna be the fun part, really. Can't think of anything else fun. But, yeah. Alright. So, as you can see, this is a more high-tech build than that thing over there. That was just a little, I don't know, a little build. A little something. Just to give you guys a taste of what I could do, I guess. I don't know. So now, you just want to connect this up a bit. So you get like this little archway. I forgot that we didn't put a block there. And I just remembered the glass doesn't go there. Well, it goes here, here, and here, but it doesn't go here because this is where the windmill's going. So to build the actual windmill, what you want to do is break this block and then come out with your oak wood. I know this looks a little weird right now, but bear with me, it will look good, I promise. So you want to, because we have such a thick build, you want to do like this little, I don't know what to call it really, but yeah, something like that. And you just want to get out your slabs so it looks supported by the actual build itself, and just do a little something like that really. And now just build this out one again, get out your stripped oak wood, and do this pattern. It's 3, 1, and then another one. And then you just want to do that mirrored like so, like I'm doing. And then we can move on to adding the layered bit that makes it not look so flat, and it gives it really that windmill feel. So as you can see right now, it just looks like a little a star, I guess you could call it. Not star, what are those spinny things called? I don't know. I used to get them as a kid. Okay, so now what we need is the andesite and the oak wood fence. Now, what this really does is really bring the build together. So it's just like what you did, but you essentially want to layer it one more than what it was. Yeah, something like that. If that makes sense. If it doesn't, just go ahead and pause the video, but now you just want to do it on the other side as well. So you just want to come over here like this and do that. And yeah, so now just do it on all 4 sides really. And once you're done with that, you're good to go with the next step. So let's just do this one as well. Yada yada yada. And done. So that's what your windmill should look like so far. Now just get out your fence and connect it all up like so. It just gives it the feeling that this is actually a fan that's connected by the blocks using the fence. Otherwise it looks kind of I guess crowded would be the right word. I don't know. So now we can move on to the roof. So to do the roof, you actually want to break these 2 blocks and just connect them up like so. Don't worry about these. These were just placeholders really. So now this is just because initially the design was a bit I guess you could say thin for the roof, but now it's I've come to the realization that that's not gonna work. So yeah, you just want to do a little bit of a ring design sort of thing, and then come out one on the middle parts, and it should look something like this. I guess it's like a target. Bing. Okay, now you want to connect it up like so on all four sides and build it up once more and make a little upside down T like we've been doing. It's a really common thing, especially with a fantasy build. So now you want to take out your spruce wood stairs, and this is what really is the money maker, I'd say, of the roof. The stairs is what really brings it out to be a roof. Now you just want to do this on all four sides like we're doing, and then build this up all by 2 blocks until you have this sort of very squarish looking thing, and build it up again, and it should look something like that. And now we just top it off with that, and that is it complete. So yeah, now we can do the next part, which I'm actually going to speed up because it's just an exterior thing and it will just make it look better. So guys, this is exactly what your build should look like. I hope the instructions were good enough. All we have to do now is really add the glass, which really brings this up. So, just want to add in your glass on all the sides. You want to make the one in the entrance a bit shorter than the ones back here. And the main purpose for that is just to get the illusion that the front is much taller than the rest. I put a lantern here just to light up the area. Also, I put glowstone into the water sources so that that doesn't look very, I guess you could say, dark. Now, all we need to do is add the lanterns. And the lanterns are quite simple. You just go with the windows and you put a lantern in front of it. It's nothing too complicated. And you just want to do that on all four sides, and then we are basically done with the build. So yeah, let's just finish this up so then we can wrap up this video. So yeah, oh wait, I remembered I wanted to do something with this. Oh okay. So remember how we had that this area? You just want to come up with your spruce slabs, not stairs. And the reason being that we're doing this is a placeholder for more lanterns. And it just makes it look a bit more complete, I guess you could say. Like, the framing just works out really well with this build. Oh, and I destroyed it. Great. Oh, it's because it's a full block, right. So just want to come over here, place the lanterns, and as you can see, they are 1 block apart. Well, 1 block distance apart. So it just makes it look complete. The lanterns just bring this build to life. Like, if you don't use the lanterns, what are you doing? I can't wait for the Nether update as well for the TU 16. No, not title update. Wow, wrong Minecraft Joker. What's it called? 1.16. Yes, that's it. Now I'm just adding lanterns here as well because I don't know. I love lanterns. I have a problem. Alright. So guys, this is what the finishing product should look like. If you guys did enjoy this video and you want to see more tutorials, be sure to like this video. Please. This took a lot of time and effort. I'm gonna be honest. Okay? And if you guys want to see more, be sure to comment down below what you want to see next. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. My name is Jokester, and I will see you all in the next video. Take it easy, guys. Bye!